There was a young man called Jabez. Even the mother actually cursed him and said, listen, I gave birth to you. I am cursing you because you caused a lot of pain. You've caused a lot of havoc in my life. Because of you, I don't look well. Look, people are mocking at me. But it looks as if the mother wasn't happy about giving birth to that child. I mean, at least in the life of every woman. Even if the man did not take care of the child, one kasakura, you are happy.
Yes, sir.
But mommy went and she decided to curse the son, Jabez, and said, your name shall be called pain. Your name shall be called a man that gave the mother pain. The man grew up. He was honorable in the sight of men, but nothing was happening. Why? Because you see, life can present good things to you, but if you don't claim it, you remain empty. And you are doing nothing about it. Yes, sir. He stood up and said, God, if only you can remember me and turn things around. And God did it. Jesus, I want you to be obedient. It wasn't about the Jesus, it was about the people that were supposed to see the Jesus. So it depends on what you see that lives in a man. If you identify a man by his name without knowing his destiny, you are limited. The only person you can actually say minimum is when you know the destiny of the person. Today, I am talking about breaking the yoke on your neck. Amen. Isaac, and our neighbor. Isaac, and our neighbor. Jacob, and then Esau. Isaac was about to die and decided to lay hands on the sons, Jacob and Esau, so that blessings will be transferred. There are many people that look beautiful, yet they are operating under curses.
Yes, sir.
There are times as a young man, I walk around in town, you look at this lady and you know that the way she's beautiful, she deserves the best, and yet nothing good is happening. No mere do it here. You are like a good land, but nothing can be planted on you. Most of you seated here, you are not that bad. And you are not sinning to say that, but there is a curse. There is something I call the hidden curse. Hidden curses you cannot know and you will not know, and yet it is fighting. There are many people in our churches looking healthy on the outward, but inwardly curses are operating against them. So you can be a good pastor, and yet because a curse was pronounced on your father, you cannot go further. Sometimes when you look at your life, or they look at your mother, look at your father, look at your siblings, look at your nephews, and you will know that something is wrong. The sad thing about knowing something is wrong is that you know something is wrong, but you don't want to do anything about the something that is wrong. Don't desire for change. Work for change. Isaac, friend Emmanuel, Jacob, Esau come. They came. Said, I want some of you to cook for me. As a matter of fact, the father Isaac decided to call the elder son. Esau said, can you cook a game for me? Get me a game, cook. Let me eat so that I can transfer the blessings that was transferred from my father Abraham. That has made me Isaac. I want to give it to you before I die. The gentleman said, yes, okay, let me do it. The moment he left the father's presence, Bible said, and the mother of Jacob, Rahel, Bible said, no thing somewhere. Isaac catch the Esau. I know catch the man said to me, but who's up about you? No probability in Rejano. Oh, yeah, but I think something can be swapped. Something can be changed. To Mirikana for Abua, and I wonder how the woman got the strategy. May you have strategies for money. Amen. I wonder how the woman could calculate and say, Kuabua, go and present yourself to your father Isaac like you are Esau. The gentleman did it. When he entered the house and saw the father, he said, Papa Maba. He said, your voice sounds like Jacob. Come, let me feel a touch. He touched the body of the son. He said, your voice is like Jacob, but the hair on your body is like Esau. Ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot distinguish a curse and a blessing, you are dead. Don't pretend to be okay because you can eat today when the future is not bright. Life is about tomorrow, not today. And then when you be the dream watching home, watching the voice sounds like Esau, but the body said, Papa Yemia. The father said, my eyes are dim. I am blind, but my spiritual senses are working. It looks like you are not the one, but I need somebody to bless before I die. Then the father called, come. The father called Jacob, come. Said, I bless you. May the blessings of my father Abraham come upon you. Amen. May you become great. Amen. I planted, they took it from me, but I still became great. Brah, you shall become great. Blessing the lesser than the bigger. Can I tell you this? Idea what we are saying is when you are the elderly one, yet the small ones are better than you. Listen to me. God will not let time wait for you. Every day is an opportunity for somebody to excel. The very day you didn't make it, that same day somebody planted and harvested. Now when himself still, a man will I came to tell you that there comes a time that same beauty will not attract any man. And the truth is that foolishness cannot substitute spirituality. You shall be great. Amen. You will excel. Mommy, Maje. Tetenizo, blessings were given by words. Curses are pronounced by words. Say, Kanumi, Ayatadia Kiawro. But no me, a yanumu some will be a cat to be so. Ah, a bimpo, me knew ho, but what can't one them. Can I tell you this? You are where you are not because you are foolish. Something is raining upon your life that you have no idea of. When you meet a good man, you are not in love. When you meet foolish boys, you fall in love. It's a curse. No, don't joke. When you meet a man who is here to support you, you start acting strange. When you meet a man who has nothing to give you, you become a good lady. There is a curse. You see, there is a curse. It is only when somebody who wants to help you appears that your foolishness appears. When they live your life, the moment they leave, no, you are normal. Then you go like, Jesus Christ. Next time, say, Michelle will be around. How are you good? Like, my bomb be praying. Like, make us a sabium. Like, all the likes are. Most of 1 year now, we said, then she has any particular review. Am I blessing somebody? Suddenly you forget the past. You repeat the same mistake. And some of you seated here. Can I tell you this? Your mistakes can cost you than demonic attack. Your mistakes. What your mistakes can do to you, even demons cannot do it. And I came to tell you that one decision from a father called Isaac swapped the destiny of a man called Esau. Obia or your elder brother, that was inheriting blessings. He must inherit the blessings of the fathers. Master, he lost it because the father made the decision that changed the story of the family. At a point, the gentleman also came to the father, Esau, and said, Papa, I have now cooked the food you wanted. Can you eat and bless me? The father said, Esau, your brother just left with the blessings. Anybody who has taken my place in the realms of the spirit, Father, may you divinely intervene. Amen. Well, let me tell you, destinies can be swapped. Bruh, you see, we are penny, but when we are could to our. But suddenly, what started you jealous about get one? And I are, Omumuadia, when you go no muadia, who come with Chilichilia, will be a muadia. Esau, you just came. Your brother Jacob just left. So, Papa, I couldn't any buffy. So, Papa, so don't you have any blessing? Are you not left with just a word? Because they know that when the father speaks over you, you are good to go and you can't die. Father, don't you have any blessing? The father said, blessing our quantity. The aka your curses. The akano is so little that even if I am to place it on your life, brah, I bet you, he said, Daddy, I believe in something that is not normal. Even though the blessings had gone from your mouth, Even if it is curses you have, then it's like the gentleman is saying that the curses of a father is even better than empty words.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When nothing is spoken over you, you become nothing. What you say over the child becomes the child. Huh?
Yeah.
The child does not become, your words makes him become. Some of us from our childhood, when you are Jimmy Papa, and who be saying Yabebreu, as I grow, who is saying Yabebreu, Missu Bebro, and your dear as I grown as Yatiti and man when unity, Ubebro, sister. If you see a woman, say, "Mommy can be beat to me, so be just with it."
Amen.
So Esau came to the father and said, "Don't you have any? Don't tell me to go. Just speak." And the father said, "Obebre, obebre, uni aketo no be di so. Hey, nyamima won di watamfo so what? Uni no be di so. Hey, obedi me so say, don't you have any blessing?" Said the one left is a curse. Said, "Papa, for me to live here without words. No, anything say." The man said, "You remain a servant to your junior brother." I said, "Okay. But there is something you can do. Number one, you'll be suffering by the soul. In other words, until you toil. One door, no one pump, no one TV fry, you will not eat." So even though it was a curse, the man was trying to tell the son that once you can be active, something can change. I am cursing you, but I am giving you a remedy. The remedy is that I have cursed you. But if you can shake yourself a little bit, the soul. Madomeo in Crantano in Abedidi. But Oda Abedidi. O Yiruma. Eti me domeo. Obebre. But in Crantanano. So don't quadia at Diababa Fefe. Said, "Bra, I am the father. I have blessed your brother. Or no, he will not toy. Anything he touches will be blessed. But you live by the soul." Number one. Then he said, "Listen, even though you have to sweat, struggle, go through pain, you must still eat." But can I tell you this? Even though I am speaking words of curses, I think that there can be a change. The only way there can be a change is, bra, so Kenya who won't buy him. We don't know when you yet dear. But the same blessing can follow you.
Yeah.
No, so number one, the father blessed the little boy to become, but Esau must also work hard to become. In other words, Yenina can be blessed, by the way may not be the same. So some of us, the life people are living, ni papa de bomano. But at the end of the day, we must be able to climb the ladder. So you cannot sit here and say that Obi Papa ne ball brain it's your sister. When you ask too much questions and you lack answers, you'll be frustrated. Your problem has been how, why, when, how, why, when. Listen, just trust God. Faithful is He who has promised, and He will do it. All you need to do is that make sure you are doing something. Because if you are doing nothing, you cannot become something. You will live by the soul. Yet, if you rebel, when you rebel, see, there is a curse on you, but refuse to understand the curses. Even though your brother is the one leading, the smaller one, rebel, refuse to understand the curses. Don't manage it. Break it. And yet, when you rebel, what will happen? You will break away from his control. In other words, as long as he is blessed than you, he controls you. Yeah, hear me. Is it not sad that the very people you are older than are the ones controlling you? A father cursed the son and said, "Look, I have cursed you, but if you can shake yourself, curses will be broken. Your brother will not have control over you the rest of your life." Some of you are never respected because somebody has control over you. They are the one feeding you. And as long as they are feeding you, they determine how they control you. You will live by your soul, but be your brother's slave for now. Yet when you rebel, you will break away from his control.